I don't know what was on your bingo card for the year 2024, but if Vladimir Kramnik being exposed on Reddit was on your bingo card, you've just struck gold. Before we do start this video, I want to mention that this video will not be in the same format as my typical video. We're going to be going through all of the relevant posts on Reddit and X so I can properly convey what has happened to you guys. It all started with a post on X from Vladimir Kramnik. It has no writing, but it has two screenshots and we can quickly look at them. This is the first one. It's two screenshots from Reddit where it says Hikaru blunders mate in one while playing with the eval bar. And of course, this was a stream that Hikaru had on his kick stream where he played a tournament with all of the players that Vladimir Kramnik had accused of cheating. But the twist was they were allowed to see the eval bar whilst they were playing their games. Now, Hikaru Nakamura played very badly in this tournament. I mean, it's a very weird dynamic to play with, the eval bar. Usually you're not used to that, especially if you're not cheating. But this is not the important screenshot. The important screenshot is the second one, where this user on Reddit, natural_ad_5241, says, strange they didn't invite Tang, Supi, Neiman, Erigaisi, Sindarov, and many others Hikaru accused. Now, Vladimir Kramnik has circled this, but the most interesting part is, not only has he upvoted it, it was posted just 1 minute ago. Now, if we go to this Reddit post over here, I'm going to have to shift you guys over just here. Kramnik potentially exposes his burner account on here. Kramnik screenshotted a Reddit comment and posted on his Twitter account. Was curious as comment was 1 minute old with one upvote, which was shown in the screenshot. Natural ad, is that you? All of the comments on this account are made about Kramnik. If we scroll down a little bit, you can see it has 2,400 upvotes on Reddit. So this was, I think it was the top trending post on Reddit for a while. And if you actually go to this person's account, they are all about Vladimir Kramnik. If you are a normal human, the conclusion that you might have come to, and it's the conclusion that I came to, was that maybe he just got this screenshot from a friend that supports Kramnik, posts to Reddit very frequently. Maybe he posted this, upvoted his own post and sent it to Vladimir Kramnik, and he has nothing to do with it. That's what I originally thought. I don't think it's what the majority of people on Reddit thought, because there's 311 comments and 2,400 upvotes, but that's what I thought. Until I saw this. Now, this is a post that Vladimir Kramnik took to Twitter. There's a new plan to defame you. Some claim that you are natural ad 5241 on Reddit/YouTube. They are trying to paint you as someone who is praising himself from a fake account to make you seem mentally ill. Contact the mods of the subreddit to deal with them. Keep fighting. And Vladimir said, no idea what is this nonsense, but used already to dirty campaigns, do not care. Mods of chess Reddit are completely chesscom controlled people. Everybody knows it, so no point. Now, I think that we can all agree that a simple "that's not my account" would have been just fine here for Vladimir Kramnik, but he is suggesting that all of the mods on the chess Reddit are chess.com controlled, and somehow this natural account is planted by the mods on the Reddit. And for anyone that isn't familiar with r/chess on Reddit, it is most definitely not run by chess.com, because there is a massive amount of praise for Lichess and a massive amount of hate for chess.com on this thread. It's completely possible that Vladimir Kramnik is tripping over his own words here and this is not what he means and that he's not guilty, but it certainly makes him seem guilty. And then I went and looked at all of the posts on this account. There's not too many. The most recent post is from just a couple of days ago. It's from this tweet that we looked at here. It was 1 minute ago at the time that Vladimir Kramnik posted it, but it's around a day old now. But all of the other posts were around a year ago when the first things with Hikaru Nakamura were happening. So we'll go through all of the important posts in this video. First things first, I think it's very funny to mention that this post now has negative 1.1 thousand downvotes on Reddit. That's actually really impressive. I don't really use Reddit. I don't know if that's a record or something, but it's certainly funny that this comment has negative 1.1 thousand downvotes now. The reason that we're doing this format on this video is because the comments that Kramnik is leaving on these Reddit posts are just really weird and kind of childish. It's certainly not a serious topic, but I think it gives some perspective on his cheating allegations. So in this post, someone said, "Aren't we all sick of Kramnik at this point?" And he says, "At his first comments were very mildly intriguing, but at this point he's devoted into a completely paranoid and delusional wacko." I'm not going to continue reading the rest of this. You can pause if you want, but he replied with, "I guess you are the cheater he fights against in such case." And I'm not going to say anything definitively. I'll let you guys decide what you think, but I want you to pay attention and see if the kind of literacy and the linguistics kind of match Vladimir Kramnik, what he posts on X, what he posted on his blog way back when, and see if you can find any comparisons, because I feel when I go through and read this, this is very similar to how Vladimir actually types. We'll go to the next one though. Again, I won't read this entire page of text, but we'll read the first few lines. "I am a big fan of Vladimir as a player. Also, I liked him as a person. Unfortunately, recently, he became ridiculously insane. Kramnik is now obsessed by some kind of cheater paranoia and spreads it all around the chess community." You guys can pause and read the rest if you would like, but Natural Ad 5214 replies with, "Lying. A lot of such insults were in original comments of yours. I am following closely this blog. Saw your disgusting comments with my own eyes. Don't lie here, arrogant men." And I think comments like this alone are completely fine. If Vladimir Kramnik wants to voice his own opinion on an anonymous account on Reddit, that is absolutely fine. But it's a little bit weird when this is what he follows up with. Of course, you guys can read this response from this user on Reddit, but they say, "No way going to follow you, but Kramnik definitely. Bye." I don't know about you guys, but if this is actually Vladimir Kramnik, this is just the Obama meme of him giving a medal to himself. Really weird stuff. And a very similar theme was continuing with the posts made on this account. For example, this post was, "What do you guys think about Kramnik's cheating analysis?" I won't bother to read this part, but this person follows up with, "It makes perfect sense what Kramnik is writing, and his analysis are clear and correct. He explains the method, the idea behind a certain experiment, the tools he is using, and what exactly he is trying to see that. All these senseless attacks on him, trying to mock instead of giving at least one reasonable argument, are probably done by people who don't want those numbers to be revealed or are just not intelligent enough to understand it. Based on many comments here, probably both." He continues with, "I am glad someone is brave enough to reveal statistics which is hidden from us in order to keep chess amateurs believing online chess is clean. Most professionals are aware of mass cheating even among title players, but prefer to express it only in private conversations. Fabiano Caruana is another one of very few who dares to tell it openly. So cheaters and their supporters, write your rubbish insults. It will not help you preserving the situation as it is now. It will change due to such efforts of above-mentioned respectful chess players like Kramnik and Caruana." Now, in the same thread, a Reddit user by the name of Raj Singh, who claims that he has a BSc in computer science, I have no idea if that is true, but generally what he is saying makes enough sense and seems like a logical, educated opinion. And the same user, if we scroll down enough, is replying to Raj saying, "Mister, by your comment, it is clear that you have little idea about this subject, not even being aware of various existing anti-cheating systems and how does it work, nor about what those numbers are showing. But it seems you are getting very emotional here, for some strange reason, as many other commentators, trying to dismiss obviously interesting and provable statistics without any argument. Something is fishy here." Again, I'll let you guys pause and read Raj's response if you would like. That's not really why we're here. But Natural Ad again follows up with, "Men, you have no clue about the issue, sorry to inform you. As an international master, helping programmers to improve anti-cheating measures in chess, know something about the subject. Most of comments here, including yours, is sheer amateurist nonsense. Forgive me for telling you the truth. I am sure you are good at something else, but let people who understand this matter talk. Don't follow the trend nowadays pretending you know the subject. I can assure you 100% the cheating rate is way higher than naive people think, including Grandmaster level. The difficult thing is how to build an algorithm catching those quickly, but tones of various statistics checked by various methodologies we made." I don't know what that word means, by the way. Leave a comment if you do. I don't know if it's a real word. leave us with the slightest doubts on the scale. Kramnik analysis are quite primitive, of course, and very basic, but in essence correct. Take it or leave it, your business not going to lose time proving what I know. Just tired of all those specialists creating a completely false picture about this important subject. Again, you guys can pause and read Raj's response, but Natural Ad replies with, if you don't even understand such a basic primitive things, such as difference playing top level against a grandmaster or some amateur, this just proves you have no idea about the subject. Clear for anyone who has at least minimal idea. Sorry, no point. Have more important things to do than proving 2 + 2 = 4. Greetings. There are a couple other posts on this Reddit account, but for the most part they are just massively quoted, and for example this one is just a straight copy-paste of one of Kramnik's blogs back when he was allowed to post on chess.com. What is kind of interesting, and I can only assume a coincidence that these two things happened one after the other, is that he got banned on chess.com. He called someone out for cheating in Title Tuesday, and chess.com just had enough. I'll read it here. If I zoom in, you guys just can't read it, so I'll zoom out. It says, on December 10th, during the early edition of Title Tuesday, Grandmaster Vladimir Kramnik publicly accused an opponent of cheating. This is hardly the first instance in which Kramnik has violated our community policy in this way. Over the last year, he has used chess.com event chats, forums, and most prolifically X, formerly known as Twitter, to publicly question players. We have issued several warnings, and he has already served a suspension from prized events for 3 months earlier this year. He has not, however, heeded those warnings, and once again he has violated our policy. As a result, Vladimir Kramnik will not be permitted to participate in prized events for 6 months, resulting in a suspension until June 10th, 2025. Publicly calling into question the credibility of another player is extremely harmful. Anyone that has a concern about someone else's play can report them using our tools on site or reach out directly to chess.com staff through established channels. Our team will then thoroughly investigate the concern to see if it's legitimate. We do not close accounts based merely on suspicion. We base our decisions on evidence, investigation, and a fair process. I've had a conversation with Castacorley before. He's a really nice guy, and I think he's kind of hit the nail on the head here. I'm definitely sure that this is against the community rules. I think they were put in place shortly after, I think they were always in place actually, but I think they were more heavily enforced after the Magnus Hans Niemann thing, and especially after the Hikaru Nakamura Vladimir Kramnik controversy. So I think that this is kind of a just ban. I think that you're kind of asking for it. If you've been warned several times and you continue it, I don't think you can complain that you have been banned. But complain Vladimir Kramnik did. He got an email. I'll let you guys read this if you want. This is on Vladimir Kramnik's Twitter, so I'm not, publicizing anything that wasn't already public. And Vladimir Kramnik has replied with this. Through email to Castacorley, he said, "Thank you for this information. My lawyer will send chess.com an official note appealing this and previous decisions of muting and banning me on the platform. We would therefore need an official document for chess.com in all cases of what, in our opinion, were unjustified actions from chess.com, preventing me from freely expressing my opinion and leading to a loss of profit. To be able to appeal officially, we would kindly ask you to present those decisions in an official form to us, who exactly have taken it, and based on what regulations, clauses, since private email can't be considered as such. Thank you in advance, waiting for this essential information from chess.com team in accordance to legal standards. Best regards, Vladimir." There are probably a lot of people on Twitter who have chimed in about this, but I think the only one that I want to show on this video is Hans Niemann, who said, "When all of chess.com streamers engaged in an all-out defamation blitz against me, they fanned the flames. I have lost track of how many people Hikaru has maliciously accused, including a young Aragaisi and Tang. We cannot trust a for-profit business to act fairly as a regulatory body. They have proven time and time again that their loyalty lies in the ambassadors, not with the game of chess." Now I'm going to briefly cover this next topic, but basically Vladimir Kramnik's response to all of this was, if Hikaru Nakamura accused people of cheating 10 years ago, why doesn't he get banned and why am I getting banned? And this is something that I half agree with. I mean, Hikaru Nakamura does have a kind of weird history of accusing people of cheating that I don't think were cheating. Maybe they were cheating. I just don't think there's enough evidence to kind of put the suspicion out there and kind of have those kind of consequences where somebody will be known as a cheater even if they might not have. But generally speaking, this is not a good argument to why you got banned. Like, you did something against the rules. Sure, maybe Hikaru should have suffered some consequences then, but I don't really think that he makes too many false accusations nowadays. I think that he's toned that down a whole lot, but I mean, that's a story for another day, whether or not you disagree with that. I'll leave that up to you guys. But that is essentially how Vladimir Kramnik has been exposed on Reddit over the last few days. I kind of thought that this situation was too funny to not make a video out of, but I didn't really want it to be a serious video either, so I've kind of kept it in this format. Let me know if you guys enjoyed and what you think of this whole situation on Reddit. Do you really think that this person on Reddit is actually Vladimir Kramnik, or maybe just a friend? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.